Hello there, this is the Killer from Realm with a small Planetary Annihilation tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to explain what every hotkey does on your keyboard in the current alpha. For the basic movement you can use the arrow keys. You can move around the map with the arrow keys, like that. Alternatively, you can press the middle mouse button and drag your camera around the map. Scrolling with your mouse wheel will zoom in and out, so you can quickly get an overview on the map. What comes in handy with scrolling, if you the zooming in by scrolling will move you to that position on the globe. So let's say I'm going to zoom in on the north over there, my camera will automatically move over there. There's also you can also look around freely if you press down the spacebar and click your middle mouse button. You can look around. Alternatively, and this is very cool, if you press M, you enter free roaming mode with your camera, which means that you can move your camera around with WASD, look around by holding your middle mouse button, and you can go higher and lower by pressing the R key to go higher and the F key to go lower. You can do all these movements faster if you hold down your shift key, and you can exit this view mode if you press M again. Another very cool view mode is when you press your comma key on your keyboard, which moves you to the moon. In this current alpha build you can't do any interesting stuff on the moon yet, but this will come in handy later. Press comma again to go back to your main planet. There's currently only one planet in Planetary Annihilation, but in the future there will be multiple planets. To see the overview of your galaxy, press the period key on your keyboard. Look at this, we have one of the earliest versions of your solar system overview. Press period again to go back to your planet. If you're lost and you want to find your commander again, you can simply press the C key and then you switch back to your commander immediately. Now for some more advanced control, you can follow a unit around by making the unit move, selecting it and then pressing the T key. Then you are tracking the current unit. This can be a big advantage in the future when you can have like a separate screen and then you can follow your commander around in that separate screen. Like you have a screen in the top corner of your current screen, like a screen in a screen, and in that screen you're always following your commander around. That can be very useful. Currently you deselect the unit to stop following him around. When you select the structure you can press delete to delete the structure, then it will take a little while and then it will vanish. There we go, it starts deleting now. Some advanced unit controls. We have a nice group of tanks here. What if I want to make this tank group easily selectable? I just select them all, hold down Ctrl and select one of the number keys, for instance control number 1. Now if I've deselected them and I want to select this specific group of tanks, I press the 1 key. Same thing can be done for my bot army over here with group 2. Now I have group 1 and group 2. When you want to use specific units, like for countering enemies, like I want to select all my tanks I have in here. If I double click on one of the tanks, I'll select all the tanks in my current view. Look, I have all the tanks selected now. Another nice trick that Total Annihilation and Supreme Commander players will be familiar with is queuing orders. If I select my tank army over here, I can press down shift and can give them multiple move orders and they will follow the path. Currently the path isn't shown yet, but I think in the future the UI will show your selected path like you had in Supreme Commander. Something similar can be done for your commander or other building units. You can queue multiple structures and the commander or builder unit will make them in that order. So just basically hold down shift to order stuff consecutively. It's very important in these type of games. A few other nice hotkeys are Control in combination with I to hide all the building a unit icons like so. Control I again to make them visible again. You can also remove your HUD or toggle the HUD visibility by pressing Ctrl key and the U key, like so. You can see in the top my UI disappears. And there's, last but not least, there's some alpha specific stuff. I don't think that will be in the final build. If you press P, you show the stats, and in the stats you can see the frames per second, the lines, and how much the rendering probably costs to view this. As you can see, if I zoom out, all the numbers go up. It takes probably more rendering power to show all that stuff. Also, if you press your F11 key, you can see the passability of the terrain. So for instance, these rocks over here are not passable for land units, but all the grey area is. That concludes my little alpha tutorial for the UI. All the hotkeys will be listed in the description down below, and I hope it's useful for you. This was the Killer from Realm, and I'll be playing against you in the future.